show you a simple way to make a pom-pom. So the first thing, you're given yarn. You might have white, red, or purple, depending on what you got. So the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna cut like a foot string of your yarn and put that aside. And then you're just going to take your yarn and take your like fork that you have. So take your yarn, hold your yarn down with your thumb and just wrap around it. Wrap around the two like forks. And you're just gonna wrap, keep on wrapping. I do it like 20 to 30 times. The more you wrap, the fuller your pom-pom will be. If you get to a knot, you probably just have to pull out your string a little. So I'm gonna wrap, wrap, wrap. All right, so that looks good. So now I'm just gonna cut the end. I'm gonna make sure all my strings are kind of moved towards the top. Then we're gonna take that leftover, that string that we cut in the beginning. We're going to loop it, just put it under our pom-pom, and just the halfway point, I tie. Make a nice tie. All right, so now we're gonna slip this off of the fork. And you'll see it almost looks like a bow. There's two loops. So what you're gonna do, you're just going to put your scissor and cut the loops on each side. If you're good enough, you could kind of get all the little loops. And then fluff it up. So that wasn't really that fluffy, but you have your two strings. Don't cut those yet. Those two strings will help it tie to our Garland. So now you're just going to make a whole bunch of pom-poms. You'll probably need about 4. I like to make a lot. So just make a lot, you can make them. I'm gonna make my next ones kind of fuller than that one. Winter Garland. So you're gonna need scissors, your pom-poms, your wood pieces, your string. So you're either given mittens or snowflakes. I'm just gonna use the snowflakes for now. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna put our snowflakes on our ribbon and our string. And I'm just gonna put them, I'm just gonna string them. I'm gonna put them both in the middle and then, well, I'm gonna put the first one, I'm gonna put it into the middle and then I'm gonna move it about like a foot away and then tie. And then I'm gonna move that second one into the middle. And I kind of just determine the middle by where in the middle. And then I'm gonna move that like a foot away. So then the middle of this string is going to be blank. So I have the middle and then a snowflake and a snowflake. But you could do this however you want. And then I'm just gonna tie it just so it doesn't move. So then I have the string with 2 snowflakes. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my pom-poms and those 2 strings that we used to like tie the pom-pom together, I'm gonna split those and tie them around my Garland string. So this is gonna be a Garland of pom-poms and wood. So then I have that tied, then I'm gonna cut my really long strings and I'm just gonna tie the rest of my pom-poms. If you had a lot made, you could use all of them. You don't have to use all of them. And my pom-poms, once you have your pom-pom, you can kind of cut it. I'm just gonna put pom-poms all around. I think I'm gonna put 2 in between the snowflakes. And if you can't find your original ribbon, your original string that you used to tie it together. You could use any of the strings to tie your pom-poms onto your garland. It might come out like that one just did, but that's all right. I'm going to cut this one. And I'll add my last one. All right, so once you have your wood pieces and your pom-poms on, you made yourself a little garland you could use to decorate your room or your window or anything that you could put it on your fireplace if your mom's nice enough. But there we have our little winter garland. And the pom-poms are like a fun thing to do if you have your own yarn. You could actually, I've made a little rug out of it. Just make really full pom-poms and you need a lot of yarn though and a lot of patience to make all those pom-poms. But there we have our little winter garland, and I hope you guys had fun.